Okay, I am now. Yep.
Shalom. Back out here once again. It's Sunday, March the 28th, 2021. First, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakadash.
Rakakadash.
All right, double to the other apostles, unsocialized to you, acting is laboring, doing his work in all true sincerity. And shalom to you, few Akwaf, sisters that watch and tune in, and believe in Yahweh Shai as well. All right, I had a subject I wanted to go into today. Slaki, I wanted to go into strangers today because basically it's a Gentile subject, a Gentile matter, because people seem to think that Gentiles, actual natural Gentiles, can be drafted in. It's not so. Actual strangers are the Israelite foreigners, all right? It's the Israelites that are scattered abroad, and they may be living in different lands and may not know that they're Israelites, or just this is part of the elect as well. The Most High is going to have rounded up. Once we come off the chariots and gather them, or they may be beamed up before the destruction as well. But you got certain Israelites that are of the elect, that's that's not actual, I say heathen, but they actually Israelite foreign. They're foreign to the heritage and nationality of being a Hebrew Israelite. All right. Let's go into that. I'm gonna read. So don't too much worry about it. It's windy. I don't want the camera to fly, but it ain't so windy. You feel like you want to read. Let me go to Isaiah 14 chapter. It's a good precept to start off on. So Isaiah 14:1. For Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel, Yahshua, and set them in their own land. That means he's going to physically put us in our own land, but he's going to do that by way of the chariots, right? The scriptures speak about strangers of our salvation, because there's going to be Israelites, across this globe, so he'll be up in chariots as well, right? So the strangers of the salvation of us Israelites is going to be awesome, because people are going to gaze and wonder what's going on. These guys have been abducted. These men, women, and children are being abducted in these so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of Israel. We're going to bring out that as well about Elijah, Elisha and Elijah. That's I'll get it for you real quick. That's 1 Kings 17. Continuing on. I'm still pushing.
1 Kings 17.
Huh?
1 Kings 17.
Yeah, you got some in Kings 17. You got that's a few precepts on that. The one I want though, a good one is the 2 Kings. They go up in the chariot. 2 Kings 11, I believe, or 10 is it? All right, let me finish the precept of Isaiah 14 real quick. It says, verse First one again. For Yahweh, Bashmiel shall have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers. All right, that's what I'm going to focus on. And they bugged out. We're Derek Chauvin when you need him. You know what I mean? It says, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Yeah, the strangers. Because first and foremost, the Most High your Father never promised to save any other nation. Our own nation that was promised to be saved. We're going to grab Isaiah 45 and 17. Bible
Come.
Is the nation of Israel, you know? I mean, we're the ones that were scattered. Then we were scattered for our iniquities, of course. But we were scattered, though, nonetheless. We were scattered. And we're scattered to all these different lands of the heathens. And so we're homeless right now. You know, as it stands, we're homeless. Our home is the land of Israel. All right? We're not there. We're still in captivity. All right? Which, you know, we're being oppressed by our number one enemy of the heathen nations. All the heathens are our enemies. All the heathens are our enemies. All right? And number one being the nation of Esau, Edom. All right? And pretty much, you know, we need to be saved from this man because this man is a violent man. All right? He sorely oppresses us, throws us in prison houses. Unjustly. He uses chemical warfare against us. He murder us in the streets. All right, through his immunization and all those vaccine shots. You know, so we need to be saved from this man. You know, but the strangers is going to come out. It's going to be Israel. You got the Isaiah 45 out?
Yes.
Go ahead, read that.
From the top.
45 and 17.
17.
17 said.
Isaiah 45:17. But Israel should be saved in Yahweh with an everlasting salvation.
Come.
Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
Yeah, come. I when you read it. Good.
Thank you.
It's whenever you read.
Whenever I bring the word out.
Yeah, so Israel going to be saved in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua with everlasting salvation. You should not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end, right? Roughly, if I quote it almost perfectly, almost. But you know, there you go, there you have it. Israel going to be saved in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua with an everlasting salvation. You should not be ashamed nor confounded. All right, confounded about what? We're going to be saved. You know, everybody, you know, especially these black and tacky Christians, want to bring up, you know, in John 3:16. Well, you have to get an understanding of John 3:16. All right, John 3:16 doesn't pertain to the heathen. All right, the word there for world, all right, in John 3:16 is cosmos, or you know, you can go into the etymology of cosmos, which simply means a harmonious arrangement. All right. The Most High Father made a harmonious arrangement with us, the children of Israel. Is that not true? When you go to Exodus 19th chapter, right? When you find the first covenant, you know. Matter of fact, let's go to it. Go to that. Well, I'm holding something up. Go to Exodus 19. You can start at the top. Go on,
Exodus 19:1. In the third month, when the children of Israel were gone forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day came they into the wilderness of Sinai. Verse 2. For they were departed from Rephidim and were come to the desert of Sinai, and had pitched in the wilderness. And there Israel camped before the mount. Verse 3. And Moses went up into power, and Yahweh, and Yahweh called unto him of the mountain saying, thus shalt thou say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, verse 4, ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself. Verse 5, now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a particular treasure unto me above all people. For all the earth is mine. Verse 6, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. There are words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. Verse 7.
That's it. Come on. There you is. That's the covenant right there. Holy nation, a nation of kings and priests. He said, who? The children of Israel. That's the covenant. You could have read more into it, but the gist of the covenant is right there. He's going to explain further and further. But you go into the law of Moses, as scholars call it, the first 5 books, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, all that. It's all geared towards the Most High's sons, who they became Israelites, persons to the power, persons of the Most High. So, before the flood, we was known as the sons of the Most High. But after the flood, we was known as Israelites. A prince is the son of a king. So, we're still the sons of the Most High. The Most High, the king on high. We're still princes to the king on high. So we're still his sons. That's that simple.
God, bring it out.
It's just that simple. It really didn't change. Now, if you really want to get into it, the name Israelite really further explains who we are. We're princes to the Most High, King on high.
That's right.
And so that's the covenant. All right. And then when we broke the covenant, what did the Most High do? He put us in captivity, and that's the main reason how our nation began to be scattered. That's all these different going to the major diaspora, 70 AD, but still leading up to 70 AD, you had it where other captivities, we would leave seed there, so the Israelites was there. The day of Pentecost, you go in the book of Acts, and it speaks about the day of Pentecost. They had Israelites from all the lands they were scattered to through slavery. That was left of the captivity. You see what I'm saying? So, who need to be saved? Who need to be gathered? It's not the children of Israel, us, which is us. This is the whole controversy right here, man. People don't. It's more to it, but we're on the highways and hedges, telling the whole world, all the nations, that we're the children of Israel, and we're backing up with Scripture, with the Bible. Now you got some heathens accept it. Yeah, y'all the children of Israel, then but you got others, especially the Edomites, that try to act like they was us so long, the cheap tribe emulate. Now it came out. All right, the truth is going forth throughout the earth. They ain't mad about it. But they see the gathering. They see the Most High is causing us to stand up on our feet.
Dry bones.
And it's not offenses, offensive, right? Our faults, our iniquities. Okay? This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, beginning at verse 1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither Yahweh thy power hath driven thee. Yeah. How did he driven us there? Through slavery. Oh, you want to do what I tell you to do? All right, I'm going to send enemies against you, the heathens. they're going to put you in captivity. You don't want to learn, you're going to learn now. Go ahead and name his turn. Are you going to get it? Or are you going to get it when you're in captivity? All right. And the Most High will cause whichever heathen you want to come up against us to come against us. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's so important to fear the Most High. You see what I'm saying? Verse 2. And shall return unto Yahweh thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, that then Yahweh thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations where the Yahweh thy power has scattered thee. See what I'm saying? If you go to the book of the, or 2 chapters prior to chapter 30, from verse 16 to 68, Deuteronomy 28, verse 16 to 68, all the curses that we would go through. One of the curses that he would scatter us. Okay, matter of fact, that was 2 chapters later, right? Let's go Deuteronomy 28, verse 64. Let's start 15, so we get understanding what's going on. Deuteronomy 28, 15. But shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So these are the curses. Curses are something that's evil, all right, that's brought upon us from the Most High Heavenly Father. All right? And that's above a lot of Israelites' understanding. I hear a lot of these celebrity Israelites talking shit about the Most High, the scriptures, but they don't understand what it means to fear the Most High. Because he's the one that brought this evil upon us for our iniquities. You fear the evil that's coming upon you, but you don't fear the person that's, or the man that's, all right, or the power, I should say, that's bringing this evil to you. You see what I'm saying? If you knew, like you say, you knew better, you do better. But that's true. But the Most High the one doing this. Why he's doing this to me? Oh, this is what I'm doing wrong? You see what I'm saying? Let's go to verse 64, I'm sorry. Verse 64, one of the curses. And Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even with a stone. Point being that he was scatter us among all nations. Right? So that links up with what I read in Deuteronomy 30th chapter. He scatters, now he's gathering us. You have Israelites out teaching in many countries, man. Where you got they out there on the highways, the hedges. They know the names. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. They pray in those names. They know them the true name, the true proper name of the Most High and His Son. Okay? And he's gathering us by his word, which is scripture. That's why you see Israel, all right, on the highways hedges. That's why I'm here. Brother, behind the camera. That's why you here. It's for the other brothers, wherever they at, wherever city they in, state, city, state. They do what they do because the Most High is gathering us by His Spirit. All right. Can you go to James 1:1? Mark Bouchard.
God. All right, I'm ready.
When you get it, you go ahead and read out.
James 1:1. James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings. Verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into divers temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
Well, no, that's it. It's one. It's like, just one. I was grabbing the precepts. Like, yeah, just one. That's all you need. Greetings to the 12 tribes that are scattered abroad. That's all we need. The 12 tribes of who? The nation of Israel. You know, here a little, there a little. Line upon line, precept upon precept. You know? Point that I'm trying to make is that we were scattered. All right? And since we were scattered, now it's only right that you see the gathering. The Most High is gathering us right before the eyes of these heathen. And it's scary to Esau because we're under Esau. All the nations are up on Esau, but the number one nation that is, most important that's under Esau is the nation of Israel.
We've been his bread and butter forever.
This is his we're his main subject matter behind closed doors. Which we know is going on. He might not even have a meeting behind closed doors. Shit, everything he do, the Most High revealed it.
That's secret counsel.
Yeah. This is the book of Isaiah 56 and 8. It says, the Lord power which gathered the outcasts of Israel said, yet will I gather others to him, beside those are gathered unto him. Going into scattering of Israel. The outcasts of Israel. Why were Israelites outcasted? The Most High was moved to anger, all right, through our iniquities that we was doing before him. And you had Israelites that was casting out. All right? It was basically removed. All right? All of us. All of us were removed at some point. All right? Even to this very day. And that's the reason why the Most High is gonna do this great deliverance before the face of the heathen, because the heathen watched us be scattered. You know that? Especially in this captivity. This captivity right here, the whole world knew, all the heathen knew what was going on. Especially when they was dealing with Judah. The tents of Judah. The tents of Judah was, they were scattered so indiscriminately throughout the four corners of the earth. The devils had a special hatred for Judah. Judah, the lead tribe. The history of Judah when they was living over in Europe and stuff, they were jacking them devils up, man. Esau was wicked, man. When Jake had they turned to get at Esau, man, at different times when they got at Esau. The wicked shit they was doing, they was Romans, Greeks, the records was there, They had knew about it, we passed along. We passed along the events, the stories, right? Things happened before, the generation, things was passed down generation to generation, And that's how we do. Matter of fact, there's more I could have read that, but it's in that verse I read Isaiah 56. This is another verse I want to read real quick. This is Micah 2, verse 12. I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. It says, I will put them together as a sheep of Basra, as a flock in the midst of their fold. They shall make great noise by reason. Oh, what's not that one? That's the wrong one. Slack. That's the wrong one. Yeah, it's like Micah 4:6. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm picking the wrong one. You know, you type in a word, so you try to pull up a certain precept, and sometimes these phones crazy. You know, clicking the wrong one by accident. Micah 4:6. In that day said Yahweh Bashem Shah, will I assemble her that halted, and I will gather her that is driven out, and her that I have afflicted, which is us. You know, that's what I wanted. Slack. You know, I caught it. I caught it. You know, but yeah, you know, we was driven out of our land. We went to the Babylonian captivity, Syrian captivity. You know, we had the Greek, the Greco-Roman, Roman. We was in the Egyptian captivity. We had, you know, we made a whole nation during that captivity. We had the Medo-Persian Empire, that captivity. You know, we were in captivity, you know, a lot, man. We was oppressed by the Midianites. You know. You know, Jake don't understand, man. We've been getting our asses kicked for a while, you know. Our existence, we was going to slavery a lot, according to me, you know. And that's the reason why the Most High is having mercy on us now, because He's getting ready to give us the kingdom of heaven. Start with the elect, all right. The rest of the 1/3, you know. All right, now let's go into the Gentile subject. Let's go to first. Because those strangers, all right, those strangers are outcasts of Israel, so we got to understand that. The Israelites were scattered, driven out of their land. That's us, you know. So we've been gathered. So now we're going to go into, basically we're going into the Hellenistic period. We can go into that, all right, because that was a great period of Israelites becoming strangers or becoming foreign to their heritage, all right, the nationality. You know, you want to grab I can grab first Maccabees. Go to Ephesians 2. That's a good one. What's a good one? A couple of information. Paul's epistles is great. Oh, matter of fact, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna grab my book. I'm gonna grab my book.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab my Zondervan. Touch on Gentile matter. Matter of fact, while I read this, I want you to go to the Maccabees. I'm going to grab it. Go to the Maccabees for me. I want to starting about 10 or 11. See read it. See what you got. This goes in the hand with that. I'm gonna read this Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. I'm going to the definition of Hellenist.
First Maccabees.
Yeah, I'm gonna read this while you get there. It says Hellenists, Jews who made Greek their tongue, and with it often adopted Greek ideas and practices. You go into the Strong's, right? You go into the word Gentile, the New Testament. It say Hellene or Hellenist. I'm spoken on while. Or I said a while. But we should bring this out a lot. The Hellenistic period. Now we're going to read about it in the scriptures, right? Because that's all that happened. They became Hellenists because Jake put down. Jake was basically put down their heritage, things that we would do according to our own culture, if you will, within our heritage. Worship the laws, commandments, statutes. You had it where Israelites was consenting the heathen to do what the heathen wanted to do. Going back to Antiochus. Read what you got. What's that, verse 10 or 11? Just see what it says.
First book of Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 10. And these came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. Verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who pursued many, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathens that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we've had much sorrow.
Is there more? Should be a little more on that. Keep
Let's see,
reading.
verse 12. So this device pleased them well. 13. Then certain of the people were forward, were so forward therein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. 14. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen.
Okay, so now that's it. That's the gist of it. I wanted to keep going because it further goes into what Israelites was doing. So, under Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, all right. So Antiochus is the one, he was afflicting Jake real bad. It was Jake that was like, let's consent to what these heathen, man, do what the heathen are doing. All right. Let's just make a covenant with these heathen agreement because they over us. And we had sorrow